properly. I'm gonna stop this one. How do I stop it here? Hold on, I'm streaming on 2 devices now. This is confusing, bear with me. Let me drop this one. How do you do this? Okay, so that's down. Guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? I am now on a different device. I created a new one. Can you see me and can you hear me? Please let me know. Please let me know if you can see me and you can hear me. Okay, let me do that. Let me know if you can see me and you can hear me. I have just created another live stream and it is live. Can you, why is it still connecting? Could you join that, please? Can you see me? Okay. I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna try and go back on my just bear with me. Okay, so who can see me? Okay, I think you guys are coming. You guys are coming. We're doing this. Like, we are doing this. I think you guys are coming. This is brilliant. Like, I am so happy right now. I am so happy. If you can see me and you can hear me, say hello in the comment section. If you can see me and you can hear me. If you can see me and you can hear me, say hello in the comment section, please. If you can see me and you can hear me. If you can see me and you can hear me, say hello in the comment section. If you can see me. Hello, thank you. Thank you, Gold Coast Beauty. Thank you very much. You can see me and you can hear me. Great. Great. This is good. I'm just going to update the thumbnail and then we're going to start. And then I'll turn YouTube Live on because I feel like we need praise and worship to start today because it nearly went bad. So how are you guys doing? How was your day? How was your day? Like, my day was, I wish today was Saturday is how I'm going to explain it. But saying that, I was able to catch a quick nap. And boy, that helped me. So yeah, like that helped me. That nap, it changed the way I'm feeling. I'm not gonna lie. So how was your day? Tell me in the comment section. You love my t-shirt. I will tell you all about it. You know, when we do Instagram live, Instagram live, when we do, oh my God, Banker. Oh my God. Hey, I'm happy that Banker is here because Banker has a lot to say, I'm sure, about this topic. So what was I saying? Where were we? So when I was, you know, when you do a YouTube video, as a YouTuber, we need to tell all of you what we're wearing, where it's from. So I got this in the post this week and I thought, what a better way to start my video today. So I plan to tell you guys where this is from. Give me 1 second. I need to shut this door. So I need to tell you guys where this is from, because it was a purchase from this week, because I'm all for supporting women, because I really love it, because, you know, because. That's all I can tell you. Because. So I need to shut down one of the YouTube lives. So just bear with me. I need to shut down one of the YouTube live because I think some people are still logged onto the other one and it is confusing. So I need to just give me 1 second and we're gonna get it. Oh, because I am enough. Yes, girl, I am. And you know, today, to make today even more glorious, we have Skype, so you can dial in and we can hear your voice. Like, we can dial in and we can hear your voice and we can all have a conversation. I mean, last Wednesday, when we had the dial in and we were able to hear people's voices, it was so good. I'm not going to lie. It was so good. Like, so good. Why is my internet just playing up today of all days? Like, why? Why? Just when I need you to do what you need to do, all my Wi-Fi's are just packing up. This is a bit annoying. Oh, it's a struggle. Like, the struggle is real. I'm not even going to lie. This struggle is real. Josiah Olunana. Hey, Banke, honestly, you don't know how excited I am that you're here. You don't even know. Sis, you have no clue how excited I am that you made it. Thank you so much for joining. And it was a short notice as well. So thank you. You are cooking and you're watching on your phone. Oh, that's what we should be doing. Like, this evening, I've actually had leftover pasta for dinner. I have water here. This is kind of our Wednesday service with VMAT. Let's call it that. So we're all just going to be doing whatever we're doing, but contributing to the conversation. If you feel like you cannot be bothered to type and you want to talk, please, there is Skype. If you go on my Instagram, there is Skype and you can nicely in your Skype just add me, live stream, a VMAT YouTube live stream, add me and you can dial in and we can have a proper conversation. I'm just trying to shut down. Great. I think I have shut down the old one. Brilliant. So I've shut down the old one so everybody can join this one and it's not going to be confusing, so that I can concentrate with you guys, my lovelies, right now. So give me 3 seconds and I'm going to be with you. But I want to know, like I said, how was your day been? Like, how has it been today? I felt like I wanted today to be a Saturday. I'm not even going to lie. So I was able to catch a nap. Like, I slept small before this YouTube live. So for all of you that just think VMAT is always on 2 million, on 10 million, on 10,000, it's not true. It's not true. VMAT manages our energy. So please, how are you doing? You need to be able to manage your energy. In fact, I put my energy in containers. I put myself in boxes. The box of what do you call it? The box for YouTube, the box for Instagram, the box for self-care, the box for working, the box for now coaching, the different. I put my energy, and when it gets to morning, I remove the box for starting my day and I take the energy from there. When it's work time, I take the work energy. When it's YouTube time, I mean, if you saw my face on Instagram this morning, this is not the face you saw. So I have all this, I have to compartmentalize to be able to give my all to anything that I do. So let me see. Banker said it's been very busy, but a good day. Okay, I'm happy that it's been a good day. Gold Coast Beauty, how are you doing? I want to hear how you is doing, sis. Oh, you need a nap. Oh, I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that one. So I had to just find, like, I finished work and I was like, okay, this is not going to start until 8. I think I need to sleep. And I just set an alarm for, I think 45 minutes or just under an hour. And I did a power nap. And like I said, I'm a genius. I don't think so. I just realized that I like to function at my fullest. So I did 45 minutes to an hour. And I slept, and I found this app on YouTube. And if you want it, not app, I found this thing on YouTube that helps you sleep in 10 minutes. So if you would like that, let me know. I'm happy to share it with you. And I just did a power nap. By the time I woke up, my head was clear. I was like, Vivian, you are alive. So that's what I do to be able to come at you, because I know that some people might be wondering, why does it look like Vivian had it sorted all the time? That's not true. Like, these things are planned. Like, none of these happened by mistake. None of this happened because I pray too much. None of this happened because, to Banker's point, I'm a genius. I'm not a genius, so wallahi, I'm like every other regular girl. But I kind of compartmentalize my life because I want to be able to give my all, whatever I do. So I thought I would share that because I just wanted to be as real as possible to somebody today who might be battling with work-life balance or this thing called life, and sometimes it can be tough, and sometimes I don't have it sorted. I'll tell you something else that I do, because somebody asked me today, and I think that's probably why I am passionately talking about it. Okay, a good day, productive day, back to work, meeting deadlines, power nap app. Yes, it's on YouTube. I would definitely share. I will share it. It is something along the lines of meditate for 10 minutes. Let me find it. Let me find it and I'll share it. It feels like I'm digressing from the topic of the day, but don't worry. Don't worry. We have time. Don't worry. Sleep fast in 10 minutes. Let me find it for you in 10 minutes. Yeah. Let me find it and I'll put the link here, because fall asleep in 10 minutes. It helps me. Like, the day I discovered it, I was just like, woo, how come nobody told me about this? From that day onwards, sleeping fast. That's not what I want. I don't want an advert. From that day, I decided that sleeping during the day is going to be my thing. So I'm just going to copy the link. Let me go to this live because I'm using another device and I can join this live, but you would see that it is me. So let me just find VMAT and I'll type it for you, because I vouch for it because I really love what it does. It just helps me just go. So let me put that link. So fall asleep in 10 minutes. There you go. Fall asleep in 10 minutes. Yeah. It just tells you to do some exercises and you'll be so surprised how quickly your body just goes, oh, I needed this. And that's it. Sleep just comes. So I put the link in there. I hope that helps you. I'm glad that you asked me and I'm glad that I shared. So what do we need to do? We need to get started. We need to get an Instagram so that we can bring the Instagram folks here and then we can start. So just give me a second. I'm setting up Instagram now. And today I need all your views, because when I realized that I was a people pleaser, it kind of shocked me. I'm not going to lie. I was shook. I was like, what? And it came from a conversation. It came from, did you get the link? I put it, but I can't see it on my, did you get the link? Did I send you the link? Oh, you're loving my edges. Thank you. Thank you. I need to find a way to make this Instagram thing sit. Sorry, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I seem to be standing up a lot. Sorry. You didn't get a link? Oh, that's weird. Hold on. I literally just shared a link on how to fall asleep in 10 minutes. Oh, what's going on today? Hold on. Why is it not going through? Yeah, I just put the link again. Let me know if you can see it. I just put the link again. It came from me. Can you see? Is there a link? Because I've just put it. Can you see it? Can anyone see the link of how to fall asleep? Oh my God, what's going on? It's before Jennifer. It's before your response just now. This is all a bit weird. Okay. Just the name of the app. No, it's not an app actually. It's not an app. It's literally it's not an app. It's literally a YouTube link. It's on YouTube. Okay, guys, don't worry. Let's not spend time doing that. I will send it to you. I will do my best to send it to you on oh God, I'm trying to get this thing to sit somewhere. I will do my best to send it to you on Instagram. I'll send you the link on Instagram. So let's get started with our topic for today. So we are talking about being a people pleaser. Like, who is a people pleaser? Who knows the impact of being a people pleaser? Who has experienced people pleasing, or who has conquered people pleasing? Leave your comments. I need to find somewhere to put this thing. I feel like I'm all over the place today, but it's okay because times like this is when you get the best out, when everything is not working, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't even want to come and keep myself. I'm just like, you know what? It's not working, but it's going to work. You are a people pleaser, Jennifer. Okay. How did you come to realize that you're a people pleaser? Because a lot of the times I know that when people say some things and it strikes a nerve, I literally just own it. But sometimes it might not necessarily be what it is for me. So how did you come to know that you are a people pleaser? I am interested. And I'll tell you why I'm asking all of these questions in a bit. But how did you come to know that you are a people pleaser? How? I am very interested. Someone at risk of a breakdown. Okay, what is that? I missed that. People pleaser, people pleasing. I'll tell you how I found out, but I want to know how did you know? I'll tell you my story, but I want to know how did you know that you are a people pleaser? How has it impacted you? Because knowing is one thing. Accepting that it impacts you is another thing. And then finally, now deciding to do something about it is a totally different thing. So question, how did you know that you are a people pleaser? When did it occur to you? When did the revelation strike that, actually, I might just be very conscious about pleasing other people than I am about myself? When did that happen to you? When did that happen to you? I am on live. Okay, let me leave that here. When? So, come on guys, chat to me. We're having a girly conversation. Oh no, your battery cannot die. Please plug it. This is the beginning of the conversation. So, how did you know that you are a people pleaser? How did you know? So Jennifer, you said you are a people pleaser. In fact, you put your hand up. You said me, you said myself and I. So clearly you know. How did you know? What was your experience? What was the experience for you that made you realize that, actually this is people pleasing? And hey Fala, hey, we are on YouTube. Click the link in my bio. Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. We're going to leave Instagram soon. So how did you know that you're a people pleaser? That's the first question. How did you know that you are a people pleaser? How did you know that you're a people pleaser? One last experience in 2018 made me realize it, and I was just done. I feel you, sis. I did not know, because I feel like what's the word? I feel like I'm not afraid to stand up for myself. I feel like I can talk if I need to. I feel like talking has never been my problem. The Empress, come to YouTube. We're on YouTube. I feel like I can stand up for myself and all of that. And then it was coaching that brought this to my attention. I have to be honest with you guys. It was true coaching. And then somebody then said something. And I was like, that is me. That is me. So, Jennifer, you said one last experience in 2018 made me realize, and I was just done with it. Okay. So when you became done with it, what did you do? Please tell us, what did you do? To be done with people pleasing, what did you do? What did you do? What made you done with it? And what did you do? Because for me, it was that one person just sharing and then making me realize that I was a people pleaser. Okay, so Spike, what's Spike? And guys, if you've been on my YouTube tonight if you've been on my Instagram today, we have a Skype. So if you want to dial in and you feel like it's easier to just have a conversation, just go on YouTube live stream with VMAT on Skype, and then you can dial in and we can have a conversation, because sometimes I know that it can be interesting when you want to say one thing and you are typing another thing. So if you want to have a conversation, dial me on Skype. So Jennifer said, one last experience in 2018 made me realize it, and I was just done with it. I spoke up more and not commit to what I can't do. Okay. I ask you another question, Jennifer. What did speaking up do to you? And I'm asking all of these questions because I'm going to share how it feels to walk through not being a people pleaser anymore. It's hard. Honestly, like I said on my Instagram post today, this is one topic that scares me to talk about because I have to be extra vulnerable and I don't know whether I am ready for that level of vulnerability. But you know what? We're here. We're here. We want to learn. I don't think I can learn without sharing. So I'm happy to go all in. So you said you spoke up more and not commit to what you can't do. And it helped you manage your expectation. Okay. And I was okay with any reaction I got from people, because being it positive or negative. Okay. That is the bits. That is the bit. So Banker said, being more serious now, a selfless person. Okay. So Banker, are you coming from being a people pleaser and you've resolved it, or have you never been a people pleaser? What's your situation? I'm trying to find my Skype here and I can't find it. Do you know what? Today is just going to be a day and we're just going to roll with it. I can't find the Skype. So Banker, tell us your story. Have you always been a people pleaser, or it was never a thing for you and now you realize it is a thing? Talk to us. And I was okay with the reaction. So let me share my story. And I don't know whether you can still see me or hear me, because these internet just seem to be dropping left, right, and center. Even Instagram Live seems to be doing its thing. So I'm just going to keep talking. So what happened was I was in a conversation, and then somebody said that they were a people pleaser, and they know that they're a people pleaser because X, Y, and Z happened to them because of the position they are in their family. So they are a firstborn, and by virtue of growing up, they were groomed by their parents. Not again, I never come here to dig at my parents. No. I don't come here to dig at any parents, because I'm not a parent yet. And I'm very sure, I can tell you for a fact, that my kids are not going to say I am the best mom. I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to have things that I could have done differently. So I had this, so this person was saying that her parents, yeah, so we're live on Skype. Brilliant. So YouTube live with VMAT, if you want to add me on Skype and dial in. So this person said that her parents, hello, we are live on YouTube. Come on, click the link in my bio and join us on YouTube. So this person said that from their experience, they were, okay, cool. So this person said that from their experience, they were a people pleaser because they were a first child. So I'm giving you this history and context so that you can see where this is coming from. So they were a first child. They were groomed to look after everybody, to make everybody happy, which is not a bad thing. And by virtue of that, everybody had to be happy. So they were a peacemaker. And this is a habit they've done into being a full-grown adult, mother with kids and all of that stuff. And they started to realize that certain things was difficult for them. When this person shared their story, it hit me. And I'll tell you why it hit me. Because certain things are difficult for me to do. For example, conflicts. Woof. Woof. Like, give me a job interview. I would not even practice. I would go for a job interview that lots of people dread. Give me a presentation that I know nothing about. Give me a recipe, a food recipe to cook that I've never cooked before. I'm trying to think of difficult things. I'm not driving for a little while now. Give me a car and ask me to get on the motorway. As nervous as all of these things are, I will happily do them. But tell me or give me the option to walk into a conflict. I will give you my life just to avoid conflicts. I will give up anything just to avoid conflicts. And you know what that did for me? Of course, we're humans. Everybody takes advantage of what people are not comfortable with. So people who notice that I don't like conflict tend to use it as a weapon. Now, it took till last year for me to realize that actually, I'm not afraid of conflicts. I am not afraid of conflict. I just don't like it. But I like the outcome. I'll repeat that. It took me until last year to realize that actually, I'm not afraid of conflict. I'm not afraid of the outcome, but I'm not afraid of conflict itself, but I like the outcome. And then I started to ask myself, if you like the outcome, then you've got to do the work. You've got to put the work in because you can't just get an outcome without walking through. Boy, that was hard. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. But because I had not realized how come I was a people pleaser, I didn't even know what problem I was solving. I did not know what problem I was solving. It was until that person shared their story that then made me realize that, oh, hang on a second. The problem that I am solving is the fact that I've been groomed to make sure everybody's happy. The fact that I have done so many years making sure that things go the way they should be. Therefore, I'm just not used to it. Can you still see me? Can you still hear me? Because I feel like I'm just talking at a screen, although I know there's people watching me. But let me know if you can see me and you can hear me, because I'm trying to watch on my laptop and I don't know if it's my internet that's taking a while. So it was when it hits me that I don't particularly oh, you can still hear me. Thank you. I haven't spent the time walking through conflicts, being able to just be there and things are just all over the place. That it then hit me that I needed to start grooming my conflict muscles. Because if you ask me, Vivian, give me this 10 billion pounds. Oh, Vivian, keep this 10 billion pounds and let's have a real conflicting situation. I'll give you the money. I promise you that much. I'll give you the money. Because I just don't see the reason. And I think I had a conversation with someone or somebody put it in my post that sometimes the question is, what's the point of this? What's the point of this? And that's always me. I mean, what's the point of this? The more I keep saying, what's the point? That's not true. I came to realize and accept that actually there is a point. There is something that is not on. There is something that is not right. So for that something to be right, there does not need to be assumptions. You need to go at it head on. Yeah. When I realized that, because I like the outcome of conflicts, I think not all conflicts are bad. And I think as human beings, as adults, conflict is part of life. To get there, I totally had to start switching. And this is only early days for me. That's why this topic is scary. So I need you guys to contribute, please. Hi, I am Jen T. Welcome. We are actually on YouTube. So if you click the link in my bio, you can join me on YouTube so that I can be talking and facing you and not sideways. So that was it for me. I realized that I would give anything to have my peace. Like, I like to have conversations. Now, this is not saying that I shy away from adult conversation. That's not what we're talking about here. I mean, for me to get into a whole row, for me to get into a conflicting situation, for me to get into, my heart skips a bit. Like, if your heart ever skips when you go for an interview, that's how I feel when conflict is coming. But now, maybe that's why I'm wearing my t-shirt. Now that I know that it's only because I hadn't trained the muscle and I need it as an adult, I'm waiting for the conflict. Does that make sense? I'm literally like, conflict, where are you? Let's do this. Like, let's do this. And I remember the last time I walked through conflict, I literally was walking, shivering with all parts of me. But I said to myself, Vivian, we got to do this. Like, this needs to happen. And I got an outcome. So all my life, I've not been comfortable sitting in that uncomfortable spot. And that's why when I asked you guys, telling you that this is what I learned in the month of June, is there anybody like me? And there were lots of people. And I asked you guys if you guys want us to have this conversation. It's because I genuinely want to learn. So I'm going to shut up now and I want to hear your story. Hyper Happy Hope, welcome. You can see me and you can hear me. Great, girl. So tell me, what's your story with conflict? Miriam Rada, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are actually on YouTube. So if you click the link in my bio, you can join us so that I'm facing you. So tell me, what's your experience with being a people pleaser, with being a peacemaker? Do you know where it started from? And how have you been able to navigate? What were the difficulties? Hi, IDEVA TV, welcome! How have you been able to navigate these habits? We all want to learn. Like, I think most people here have identified to say, yes, I've been a people pleaser. Yes, I've been a peacemaker, but the habit is not serving me anymore. So we all want to learn. So who wants to go? Please, please, please share. And now I can tell you where I got my tea from. So if you're on Instagram, you know that I have Instagram Live every Sunday. And a couple of Sundays ago, there was this gorgeous girl called Desiree. Desiree came to my Instagram Live to talk about teed out because I did a fashion haul and I wore her old stock t-shirt that had a head wrap on. So they've now started a new line that has all these slogans. And I saw this slogan and somebody in part of my coaching course, one of the fellow coaches, had this slogan in a yellow t-shirt. And I saw it and I was like, ooh, this slogan is life. This slogan is me. So when Teed Out started their new line and they had slogans like, I am enough, I was like, I'm getting it. So that's where this t-shirt is from. It's from Teed Out. And when you go on Instagram and you type Teed Out, just tell them VMAT referred you. That's where I got this from. So it's from Teed Out for those of you who want to know. Get on there. It's on there. They were in the sale. I put it on my story and I told you people that they were in the sale. I bought this for $11.99. I didn't buy it for the 20-something pounds it was when they started. I bought it for $11.99. So if you're interested in slogan t-shirt, there's lots of slogan t-shirts like Black is Beautiful, Black Queen, Black Lives Matter. There's lots of slogan t-shirt. You can actually just go on there and help yourself. So for those of you wanting to know where my t-shirt came from, there you have it. It's from Teed Out. Now, back to the topic of the day. So IDEVA TV, Dele said, we are all guilty of this. Ah, Dele, you too. Yeah, people pleaser. Do you know what? I'll tell you something. When I see very nice and kind people, I can relate with them because sometimes I'm like, I'm sure some of my terrible habits, they have it too. So to be honest, IDEVA TV, I am not overly surprised because my experience of you is that you're a nice person. So how are you managing these habits? What is it doing to you? What are you doing differently? We want to learn. I've just shared my story. Jennifer has shared hers. Come on, guys. We need you to talk to us on today's live. So go on. Tell us. People-pleasing habits. Let's talk about it. Please, let's talk about it. Because I want to walk away from today learning other skills that you guys have that I can put into practice to be able to, because for me, I think when I look at the whole people pleasing habits, I've never really had an issue with saying no. I learned that from a work context, how to say yes, but how to manage expectations. So I learned that years ago and I practiced that. And these things are practices. You have to build the muscle. You cannot just make an assumption that because it is something that you were not doing before, you can just snap a finger and you can start doing it. I don't think it works that way. I think it needs to be a muscle building exercise. So I definitely have had to build my muscle of saying yes, but when I think of the whole people pleasing spectrum, for me, it is the conflict piece that I'm having to deal with. So I ask you, what are you dealing with? What is your spectrum? What is it that if you had a magic wand today, you would want to drop as part of your peacemaking habits? Hi, Churchill Daniels, welcome. We are actually on YouTube. So if you click the link on my bio, you can join us here on YouTube. There's most of us here, so that I'm not facing sideways. And actually, I'm going to stop Instagram Live in a bit because usually we're here until we're all tired and we want to go home and sleep. Sorry, we're in our houses. We're here until we all want to sleep. So the gist is just started. So please click the link in my bio on Instagram and join us on YouTube. So come on, ladies. Come on, guys. Who wants to share their story or who wants to dial in on Skype? If it's easier, just add me on Skype and I'll just type it here. So Skype ID is YouTube Live with VMAT. So if you add me on Skype, you can just dial in and we can have a conversation. YouTube Live with VMAT. Ta 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 ta. Okay. Nami Naturals, hey girl, we're discussing some really tough topic on YouTube. So click the link in my bio, join us on YouTube. I think this particular topic, Nami, you probably have strength. My experience of you is this is probably an area of strength. So please join us on YouTube. Click the link in my bio so that you can help us, because you can even just dial in on, oh hi. You can even just dial in on Skype. I've just put my Skype ID on YouTube now so that you can call in case you cannot be bothered to be typing. We need your help, sister. Allow. Okay. I can see. Okay. I can see. Incoming call. Aha! Sister of the Lord. Where is she? Hold on. Let me increase the volume. Can you hear me? Hello. Oh God. Can you hear me? We just had the first person dialing. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, but can you hear me? Hey, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to turn your video off because I don't want to be distracted. But I cannot hear you. What's going on? Say something. You've been on mute. You've been on mute.
RSA. This is RSA's fault.
Okay, I've turned my video off. Okay, so we have the first caller. I feel like a radio host right now. I'm loving this. Oh God, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yes, I can.
Guys, can you hear, guys on YouTube, can you hear Anita? We've got Anita on the line. Can you hear her? Please type yes if you can hear her so that she can give us her part of the story. Like, if you see how she's balanced on this topic. Auntie, first of all, tell us, are you a people pleaser or a peacemaker? Or no?
No.
You don't? Really?
I think I do know. I really don't know because I think, people pleasing, it differs,
Yes.
Because, the way I see it is, if it's not convenient for me, I would let you know, but I would try my best. So maybe that's the bit about the people pleasing, So for me, I look at the need. Is there a need?
Yeah.
You know, if it's something that, you know, there's no need, you just want it, or then of course I would make it clear that, okay, it's not my priority, you know. So, but if it's something that you need, so I'm trying to say, okay, what exactly? Maybe you'd say a friend, you know, like if you. I really don't know, because I don't even have so much friends anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a thin line, you know, between people pleasing.
Yeah.
And what did the other one?
Peacemaker.
And the peacemaker. Okay, yeah, peacemaker. I think maybe I'm like that. I'm more. You tell me.
Okay, so let me. I'm not about to diagnose you, but let me share something that might resonate. So, when somebody, I don't want to use offend is kind of strong. Maybe somebody does something that I'm not pleased with. I am not immediately, the same way if somebody does something. Okay, now let me put this in context. If you do something that I really like, before it settles in my brain, I've told you. Yeah? But when somebody does something that I'm not pleased with, before I tell you, I've considered it, I've prayed about it, I've considered how you feel, I've checked how it will land. Blood of Jesus. By the time I go through my whole process, there's no need to tell you. But that thing is not resolved. And all of that is coming from, I just don't want to ruffle your feather. I just don't want to make you feel bad. This might sound strange for those people that know me, because they're like, Vivian, but you did talk now. It's the few. Do you see what I mean? So I think about it. And I remember growing up, there was something my mom said to me once that stuck. It was more around, yeah, even if the person did it, you have to say it. And that thing stuck with me. Which makes me consider. And at the end, before I even tell you, by the time I tell you, it's the paraphernalia of the top. It's pointless. Whereas, the ideal thing I think would be sensible to have a balance is, if you're not pleased about something, just mention it and keep it moving. No, I'm wondering how it will settle with you. That's where my peacemaking comes. That's where my spectrum comes in. And sometimes I almost need to close my eyes.
Logical. You know, I think that's logical because, you know, for me, when you say people pleasing, is you're going out of your way, you know? So if you want to, if you want to play that card of people pleasing, I think it's because either you want something in return. Is either you want to feel accepted.
There is that too.
It could be. So it depends.
There is that. There is that.
If you're in a circle of people, or and you need acceptance,
yes,
you know, from them, then yes. You do all these people pleasing. You will do it with in-laws. You will do it with new colleagues. You will do it with older siblings, or do you understand what I mean? So I think sometimes it's also part of should I call it networking? Because sometimes you do things out of your, you know, but then because you expect something in return. Do you understand? Yeah. So, but then when somebody's taking the piss, you know, and you're trying to do, you're going out of your way to do something for somebody, not expecting anything in return. You understand? That's genuine kindness. But then, what is it? Oh, Jeremy, take care of it. Sorry.
No,
that, you know?
No, carry on.
So, you know, sometimes it's a very, I don't know, it's not sensitive, but there's a thin line.
There is.
You said what?
I agree there is a thin line, but I think the thing for me is when you get to a point where you are uncomfortable with something, but for some reason, it's not that you can't say it, because nobody is Jesus, right? But you just don't.
Well, for me, I would say what I look at is, because I've done so many things, or I've given, you know, or I've let something pass, because it's not because maybe at that time it was not, I can't really give you an example now
Yeah.
at the top of my head, you know. But I think, okay, this thing is not convenient for me right now, you know.
Yeah.
But I look at the other person's situation, you understand, and say, okay, this person, for example, need this thing more than I need my comfort. Do you understand? So that's how I look at it, and I say, okay, fine, all right, yeah, maybe I would just do this. It's not convenient for me. It's not okay with me, but this person needs it more than I need my comfort right now.
Yeah.
So I put my comfort to the back burner.
Yeah.
You know, because I know, okay, it's just maybe for a few days or maybe for a while. Do you understand? It could be money, you know? Just the same way when you give, you know, that's also people pleasing, because you might have your own bills to pay, for example, you know, but then you see someone else who is in need, and then you do it, but that's out of kindness, so that's different. And then that's one. It's you do people, in my opinion, you do people pleasing out of kindness, or you do it because you want to get something, you want to get acceptance.
So do you think people might people please because they just don't want that uncomfortable conflict situation?
That's being a peacemaker, my dear.
Yes. So between I'm interchanging the words. Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Because I've had, like, you know, this peacemaking scenario always comes to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. When in a family setting.
Yes.
Could be. So this is where you pick your battles, really.
Yeah.
You know, so you pick your battles here as a peacemaker. It's not necessarily because you know that thing, the person is messing up big time. Do you understand? But then you need to, because you have to evaluate, you know, the difference. You know, if you start opening the can of worms, the stress would cost you, the atmosphere in the family.
So, Anita, I'm going to stop you there. You are 120% confirmed peacemaker, darling. Because I've also seen people who, this is not to say they pick every battle, but they are comfortable to get to the bottom of what needs to get to the bottom of. And honestly, I am on the other side. I don't want to, as in, I want to talk about it, but when it becomes conflict and uncomfortable, I'm just like, take my life. Like, I don't want to. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but yes, it's because those things, maybe that particular situation is something that you can shy away from.
Not really.
Do you understand?
Not really sometimes.
Listen, you need to deal with it.
That's not okay. So maybe you're not a peacemaker. I'm just putting you on spectrums and spectrums. Maybe you're not a peacemaker, but I know that there's certain things I'm just like, okay, I've spoken about it and I don't want to walk into the conflict. I don't need this right now. And I keep telling myself I don't need this right now. Every day, Vivian does not need this right now. Every day, you don't need this. Where will you need it?
My dear, that's what you're doing. You're picking your battles, because trust me, just, you know, I think you were mentioning, you know, you did mention about, you know, facing your fears and, you know, confronting
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when there's a problem, there are some things that would show up. Trust me, Vivian. This peacemaking and people
will fly out of the window. Yes, I agree. I agree.
Deal with it. So the way I see it is, you need to weigh the stress that this opening the can of worm is going to cost you.
Yeah.
And okay, listen. Do you understand? There are so many things. This is happening at different levels. Sometimes at work.
Yeah.
It's just that if you play that peacemaking card at work, people might take you for a fool.
I agree.
Like, you're not being assertive, or they'll you know, it would be one thing or the other. Oh, Jeremy, leave me alone. I'm on TV, Mr. Man. I'm joking.
Mama is on TV, Jeremy.
Jeremy, no, this is not the right time for that.
For all of you that have children, this is real life. Metro Gypsy, thank you. Oh, welcome, Stephanie. Welcome. Oh, you like my makeup? Thank you. We're just hearing Anita's hot gist. If you have money, that's for your bills, then you don't have money at all. I agree. I agree. I've done it.
What did you say?
She said, if you have money and it's for your bills, then you actually don't have any money now. I totally agree. See, I was one of those people. Let me report myself to the public. I'm one of those people that used to... I'm one of those people that used to pay It's not pay tight. I sow seeds with credit card. I've been that kind of Christian. Just cuss me in the comment section. It's fine. I've been this kind of just be cussing me in the comment section. It's okay. It's only me that have done it. I believe so. It's all right. I'm one of those Christians that when I used to be, I want to say when I used to be a Christian. So back in the days, yeah. Stephanie goes, wow. Yes, Metro Gypsy. Yes, that was me. I'm kind of like, yeah, if a need needs to happen, all that thing is not needed. Heaven's gate will not be wider because you're in debt because of a church need. And you know what? The Bible says the poor you always have and needs will always be in churches. So I am one of those people that I did not have, I will give. It's not because I'm afraid, it's just that there's a need. That's a totally different context, but I just had to throw that in. Ideva TV, Anita, I don't know your point on this. She said, it is necessary to get to the bottom of the situation. And I think you were just touching on that when you said when a situation comes in, you would throw that people pleasing out. What's your view?
Yeah, well, absolutely correct. I would say, yeah, if there's sometimes you need to look after yourself, really.
True.
You know, you need to look after yourself, but not you're not being selfish. You know, because sometimes I will say, okay, people pleasing, I'm not doing people pleasing, I'm not a peacemaker. Sometimes you never know when you could be selfish, you know, especially when there are some things you could let go, you know. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe that little comfort would, you know, if you had just, helped somebody at that time. Yeah. You know, maybe you would have been better. Or because let's say, for example, for those of us who are Africans, as in Nigerians, Naija people, you know, to be specific.
If you are Nigerian, please tell us so we know we are talking to you.
In diaspora, you take care of two families. Yes, two families. You have your family here, and you have families back home. You know, so these people back home might not be your direct siblings. They could just be uncle of an auntie of a, whatever it is, you know. Sure. But you know that your 50 pounds will go a long way for them.
True.
Do you understand?
True.
But you only have $50. Do you understand? But you know, okay, I can survive on 10. Let me give these people 40. It's not that you do it on a regular basis, once in a while. Yeah. You know, maybe for me, the way in my books, when there's a need, because there's some people who you would give and then they spend it on something else. Do you understand? So for me, when things like that happen, you could get it once, but once I know you will never get it again. It's as simple as that.
Good.
You know. So, but then I try when there's a need. Like I always try to evaluate myself. I hope I'm not being selfish, you know, about something, you know, and yeah. So that's how I see it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Metro used to call me Robin Hood. It's okay.
To the rescue.
Like I said, I'm the only person. I was the rescuer. In fact, there's something in coaching that we did transactional analysis, parent, child, adult conversation. And I realized that in conflict situation, I'm the rescuer. I just want it to end. I'm not comfortable. I can't stand it. My body is it feels like you put me on, what's the word? I'm standing on fire or something. I'm just like, I don't need this. But sometimes I need it.
You want to be in a happy place every time.
Yes. But life is not, you're not always going to be happy, right?
Yes.
You need to be able to. But I'm just learning to just be in that, let's just log heads. Like, can we just log heads? And it's okay? rather than where I'm coming from, I'm constantly weighing. No, I get you.
If you're in a family, you know, in your home, in your direct, what I can't deal with is conflict inside my house.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's because.
Yes. Sorry?
So you can't deal with conflict inside your house because.
Yeah, because I don't want to wake up in the morning upset. Do you understand? I don't want to wake up in the morning, you know. I can have conflict with any other person outside my home. You know, because I don't have to see you tomorrow morning.
Okay, so what if there's a conflicting situation in your home? What do you do?
Well, the best way is to resolve it as quickly as you can.
Okay. And in that process of resolving it, are you very comfortable just going straight into it and getting out on the other side? Or does it make you uncomfortable?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
We'll talk about it there and then.
Cool. Okay.
You know, so talk about it there and then, because I really don't want, for me, you know, it makes me sick to be upset with somebody, or, you know, I don't function well.
Yeah.
So I'd rather get it over and done with, you know, because I need a positive atmosphere to function.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, but if you're at work or you're somewhere, you could say, yes, the person can go to hell or whatever it is, or you could resolve it in any other way that you can.
Yeah.
Because you say, listen, it's not when I see you that will continue.
Okay.
That's fine. But under my roof, no, I don't like that.
Okay.
You know, so, but then that's where this whole peacemaking comes in. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because you can't run away from it. Do you understand? So you need to find a way to resolve the issue as peaceful as possible. Sometimes you might not even win the argument. It's not necessary.
No.
Do you understand? So
okay.
So that's about that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
For other people to call in.
Yes, please. So if you would like to dial in.
Who have hot temper more than me?
Sorry? Sorry?
I said there are people. Maybe there are people in the comment section that have a different approach.
Okay. So,
please call in.
So guys, please call in. Just go on Skype and type YouTube Live with VMAT. Dial in and let's hear your point of view. We want to talk about this because I just feel like a lot of people have wisdom that I don't have and I want to learn. And I know there's other people that have joined today that want to learn. Sorry?
Everybody's managing conflicts. Stress is too much. So the other people who like to shake the table, let them come and shake.
That's the word. Where is banker? Where are my table shakers? Like Jennifer, please dial in. Banker IDEVA TV, come on, guys, dial in. Anita, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. So who else? Let me see. Have I got any other conversation? Who is on the queue? Please, people, dial in. You that are comfortable with conflict and shaking table, please dial in. I want to hear your point of view. It's not just me on this live. I can see all of you. So, Voice of Ruby, welcome. Hey, girl. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Hi, Bolly to Sparkle and Chidima815 on Instagram. Hello, welcome. Please click the link in my bio and join us on YouTube because this is where the Bedu is happening. So, Voice of Ruby, what are your thoughts on people pleasing and peacemaking habit? Please jump on Skype and just call in and let's have a conversation about your point of views. Come on, guys. Come on. Who wants to chat? Who wants to dial in? I am waiting for all of you. Right. The laptop is literally here waiting and we want to talk. So, Anita, that was really useful. I think when I reflect on what you said, there was a lot of kindness coming through and a lot of balancing and a lot of owning your space. So those are the things that I'm taking out of what you shared. So kindness, balancing, owning your space, because that picking your battle, I'm trying not to use that a lot because I kind of pick my battle sometimes out of, I can't shout. I can have, like I said, I'm not afraid of conflict. I can have the conversation, but will I open my eyes and walk into it? Nah. Especially when the other person is not seeing reason and they don't even want to have an adult to adult conversation. They're just flying off handle. I'm just like, oh, somebody take my hand and take my head already so that I just can't do this. And that's why sometimes I would rather not. But now I'm realizing that actually it needs to be done. It's got, you know how they say some things has got to be done? This one got to be done. So I'm doing it. So come on, guys. Come on. What are your views? Who is typing? Who is dialing in? Let me just make sure that this laptop is on because this is where our Wi-Fi is. Okay, coming through. Hello, 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 hello. Why are you guys quiet today? Like last week, you were all just flying off the handle when we're talking about. I'm not even going to mention the topic before YouTube just collects my channel from me. Today, what's going on? Is everybody okay? Is everybody not a people pleaser? And I'm the only one who's dealing with the struggles of conflict. Okay? Okay, but I don't believe that. I genuinely don't believe that. I want to believe that it's not just me who's having to deal with this. There is gazillions of us and we can just learn from each other. So please dial in. Let's have this conversation. Let's bring it to bear. I want to bring on topics on here that either bothers you guys or bothers me, and we can just bring it to bear and we can learn from it and we can just move on. Somebody say, give us a scenario. Okay. Let me think of a scenario. So, let me give a scenario in a family setting because I think that's where it gets a bit interesting. So you have someone within your family setting, I'm just making this story up by the way, who constantly takes the piss. But in your mind, you've kind of tried to have the conversation, you try to balance it out. Anita, I'm borrowing some of your scenarios here. You try to pick your battles. You even had the conversation. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. But you just find that you're not getting any headway. And when you do, it's almost like you would rather... The level of being uncomfortable, you rather just let that person be. And they are just being unreasonable. What would you do? How do you handle it? I just made that up off the top of my head. Let me try and turn this laptop on. I just made that off the top of my head. That's the scenario that came to my mind too. How do you handle such scenarios? If you're a peacemaker or a people pleaser or none of both, how do you handle such scenario? I don't have Skype downloaded on my phone. We'll make sure to download next time. Oh, that's why I said it in the morning that people should please download Skype. I don't know the other way you can dial in to speak. What's the other alternative? What is another? Do you have another alternative? I don't. But if you do, if you dial in, if you call me with FaceTime, it might come on this phone. Although I might be able to pick it on my laptop. So let me think. So Ideva TV said the family situation is the most stressful one because they are family and you can't get rid of them. Okay, so let's sit on this family situation. What would you do? So Jennifer, I'm going to try and message you and see if you can dial in through a medium that not everybody has and you can join the family situation. So let me try and message you, Jennifer. Let's see. So the family situation, yeah. So what would you do in this family situation that is most stressful? How do you handle it? Adiba TV, how do you handle it? So Jennifer, I've just messaged you and you can dial in here and I would put you on speaker and we can hear your point of view. So the family situation, how do you handle it? How? It's stressful. You can't get rid. But it's not working. Could it work? According to one of my friends, it's not working. Hey, Auntie Ro, we are on YouTube. Click the link in my bio and join us here on YouTube so that I can be facing you and I'm not rudely sidewaysing you. Abioto Agedo, get on the link on my bio, please. We're on YouTube so that I can be facing you. See, Ideva TV, I'm not going to accept that communication is key. I beg. I've heard that communication is key 2 million times. That thing is just big English. That thing is big English. What do you do? Don't tell me communication is key. See, my teacher said that. Dictionary said that. What do you do? How do you do the communication that is key? So we have Jennifer on the phone. Hello, girl. How are you? Oh, God, it's gone off. Let's see. Jennifer is trying to dial in. We have another caller, guys. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Can you hear me? Can Can you hear me? I can hear you. Oh, it keeps cutting off. Try and have a conversation with the family member or talk to someone close to them to talk to them how you feel. Why do you feel why is there a need to talk to somebody close to them? And I don't know why this is saying the streaming is in progress because I'm not streaming right now. Okay. I'll talk to someone close to them. What makes it uncomfortable for you to talk to them? I'm going to try and call Jennifer again. Talk to someone close to them to talk to them about how you feel. Give me some explanation to that. Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear me now?
What's happening?
Can you hear me at all? I can hear you. No?
Hello?
I can hear you. Oh, this is annoying. I don't know what's going on. The internet today is a struggle, but we're here. And we're going to be here. So, IDEVA TV, give me some meat to this bone. Give me some meat to this bone. So you said communication is key. Jennifer, can you hear me?
Says reconnecting.
Ah, okay. Could it work then? It ain't working. Okay, I'm going to try another way to call you. I'm going to end Instagram Live in a little while. Ooh, okay. Hey, Anita, what's up?
Hello.
Yeah.
I have a case. I have a family case.
Ah!
I want to report.
Okay. Everybody gather here. Go on.
So, listen, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say, for example, I have a sibling. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, I bought a property.
Ah, yes. This one is going to be tough. Carry on.
So, I bought a property.
Mm-hmm.
I have a property.
Yeah.
That I live with my family, and then I bought another one, somewhere in the countryside.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
And I, it's the mortgage is not that bad, it's,
okay.
Let's say under €1,000, for example.
Okay.
Then I give, I passed it on to my cousin. To my cousin.
Okay.
And his family.
Okay.
Because I know that they pay an equivalent rent, for this property. So I left it for them. So the agreement was you pay the mortgage for this property, and you manage everything.
Okay.
This is my trusted cousin.
Okay.
Only for me to find out 10 years later that he was only paying interest free. He wasn't paying the full mortgage the way we agreed. Do you understand? And and then all the letters that were sent to me by the bank that was sent to this address were not passed on to me.
Okay.
So only for me, and then whether he lost his job or so, he still did not let me know. Only for me to get a letter or notification that my property will be repossessed.
Okay.
10 years, not 5 years, not 4 years. 10 years.
Holy
You've been paying interest, the interest only. But that was not the agreement. You took so many holidays. Is it, I think I heard something like, is it council tax holiday? Something. There was some holiday payment like this.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense. And me, the house owner.
Yeah.
And now,
guys, we're on YouTube.
Later,
click the link on my bio. Yeah,
I've lost my job now.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting it because she never told me anything. But then I got a letter that my house would be repossessed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And that might also affect the house that I live in now. Yeah.
Okay.
And during this time, just before this whole housing issue, this same cousin of mine went to Nigeria to look after a project for me. He has his wife and his kids in the UK, yes. And then when he went to Nigeria is always a hot spot for messy cases like this. So
okay.
Nigeria. So this same guy went to Nigeria, impregnated somebody, had a baby without the knowledge of the family.
Okay.
So we just finished settling that like 2 years ago. You
Right.
know, and we're like, oh, he's our brother, you know, yeah, he, you know, and then we just finish, you know, begging the wife to accept him back, and
Yeah.
then we have this situation now. So, is it clear at all? Because this is a serious matter.
I want to jump into the matter, but I want you to finish first.
There are two hits. Because now, at first, I was upset with him that, okay, that you impregnated somebody, you know, and your wife was still in the UK, and you did not tell us. You only told us when the kids were like 2 years old. But
Right.
anyway, it's your business. It's not my business.
Yeah.
But now, my problem now is my property is going to be repossessed. And you are my brother, and you're telling me that you make it up to me. How? Please judge this matter. Thank you.
Okay. Who wants to start? So, guys, tell me in the comment section, did you hear the matter that was brought to the table? If you heard the matter, please type in the comment section. Did you hear the story? Because the caller has just said, please help us judge this matter. And I'm not the only one. I have my opinion. In fact, I don't even know where to start. I almost want to take my bra off to have this conversation. But I need you guys to contribute. I want to hear what you guys think. So, first of all, did you hear everything that was said? Did you hear this? Did you catch the story? Please type in the comment section. Tell me if you got the story. And then who wants to go first? If you are on Skype, please type YouTube Live with VMAT if you are on Skype, and you can just add me and you can just dial in. Please, if it's easier for you to dial in, jump on it. We have a scenario that one of our callers have just given us, and we want to give a view. So let me start whilst I'm waiting for the queue of people that want to jump on this matter. So I have a point of view. There is a lot of trust going on here between this person and their brother, and that is not uncommon in family situations. Idema TV, you've just mentioned that when it comes to family conversation, family, it's stressful, communication is key. Try and get somebody to speak to that somebody. But what I am learning, and especially what this is bringing to life for me, is why trust so much? Now, I'm not trying to place the blame on the person who gave somebody a property, and I'm guilty of this as well. I even trust friends, not to talk of family. When it comes to family, I'm just like, this is what family does. Because that's probably the culture that I was brought up in, and that's what we were taught on how we should sort of act and behave per se. So for me, I want to first, because this is how I've been told that I deal with situations, and you guys feel free to leave a comment here. I always want to see both sides, which is why I'm going for the person first to say, why trust so much? Now, secondly, to the person who, where do we begin? You did not only have all the holidays on top of the property, all the payment holidays, you actually were paying just, I don't even know where to start. You were paying interest only. As in, somebody trusted you enough to give you property and mortgage transferred so that you are paying it. And this is because historically you were probably paying the equivalent of that where you were living, and they wanted to give you family home to be. Banker is saying, this is really sad. Have you had the conversation with the guy yet? Yes, she has. She said, the guy said it will be okay. It will be okay where? It will be okay why? It will be okay how? So how do you pick your battle on this one? Do you people please or do you peace make? Okay. Now, I'm not quoting myself so that anybody uses it against me, because honestly, you will not catch me out anymore. Let me tell you, before I had that realization, this is me. Before I had that realization not too long ago that I needed to address conflict head on, I would have peacemade. I would have said to myself, okay, what do I need to do to not lose this property? Because you're talking about 10 years worth of work. I am picking my battle. This is the classic example where Vivian will pick her battle. I'll just be like, so wait, the energy are we used to start arguing 10 years backwards? And I want to know what you guys think. The energy are we used to start arguing 10 years backwards? Let me just use the energy to be begging the bank not to take my property, and let me just find a way forward. Now, is that a balanced thing to do? I don't think so. I would, with what I know now, I want to get into it. But the peacemaking part of my brain is going, what's the outcome going to be? Where are you going to land with this? Like, where is this going to end? Because I'm constantly outcome driven instead of actually making a point in the moment. So let me see the comments here. So Banker is saying, very wicked. Yes, that is not just very wicked. That is grossly wicked. Like, who are you? Are you the devil? Like, are you the devil? Like, who are you? How can you be that wicked? Like, who does that? Like, why would you do that? Like, why is my question. How do I beg the bank when I've lost my job? Guys, I need somebody to dial in and help me. Like, you guys, I want to, this is a conversation. I want to take my bra off. I'm not going to lie. I want to sit down and I want to dissect and I want to go in for the kill. But the peacemaking part of my brain is going, what are you going to get out of this? Where's this going to leave you in 2 weeks? Isn't this more stressful trying to square it out with this person compared to actually not squaring it out and just accepting that what it is? That's my peacemaking part of my brain. And then the balance part of my brain is going, no, but you need to make this point. And if I'm going to try and answer this question, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I do not know. Genuinely, I do not know what to do. This is the kind of things that happen to me and I just sit in my room and I go, And I tell you the next thing I start doing, I start fasting. This is the reason why I said this topic is quite scary for me to talk about today, because it's going to bring up a lot of I don't think the word is negligence, but it's going to bring up a lot of things that I do to just avoid conflict where I can. I will start fasting. I'm telling you, I'll just go to the Holy Spirit and say, so this problem, how do you think we should solve it? And like I said, it's not just me. We're here to learn from each other. So guys, who wants to dial in? Somebody needs So guys on Instagram, click the link in my bio. We're going off Instagram now, unfortunately. But click the link in my bio and join us on YouTube. So I'm going to delete that video. Cool. So Jennifer, I'm going to try and call you now. I think Skype is becoming a problem. I need you guys to contribute. So Jennifer, if you're still here, I'm going to try and dial you in because I want to hear your point of view on this story. Like, what do we do? And I'm going to, in the meantime, try and get Zoom on to see whether Zoom is going to make life easy, because I think a lot of people have a banker. I will start fasting. I'm telling you. Where do I start? Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear me? Yeah. Aha. So, please, with the issue that has been brought to the table, what do you do? If it was you, what do you do, please?
This one is Obama, this thing that sang. If you ask me what I go ask. This is a very, I think that person is just really sad that what you did out of kindness, they're taking it for a piss.
Yeah.
So I think personally what I would do is, we need to talk about it. I'm not going to choose my peace over this.
Okay.
It involves money, it's finance, it involves, it's like an investment that you've done.
Yeah.
You've helped someone.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, because of peace. It's more like who peace help. We're talking about finance, and you know me, when it comes to finance and money, it's got to be straight.
Can you guys hear Jennifer, please? Can you hear Jennifer? Please type in the comment section if you can hear Jennifer. Jennifer just said, when we're talking about money, who peace help?
Let's be honest, it's the truth. It's the honest truth. If it's something that's like, I don't have any loss, but you're talking about your finance, you're talking about your money here, you're going to have a loss.
Yes.
You don't pull it out.
Yes.
You need to sit down with that person
But she also said that she spoke to the guy. The guy said it would be okay. How do you... That doesn't sound to me like somebody who has anything to bring to the table of that conversation. So what do you do to bring the person to... What are they going to do?
Well, you have to get a job.
Okay.
You have to get a job. Because my understanding of the situation is she's got money, they want to get a place, right?
Yeah.
And the guy doesn't have a job and doesn't have money, right?
Yeah, they've been living in this person's house, and they've been paying the mortgage, but they kind of switched the mortgage to interest only. Not only switching mortgage to interest only, now getting to the point where they had all these holidays, and apparently it's a lockdown situation where you can get council tax holiday, mortgage holiday. So they've accumulated all this holiday, and the first time this person is hearing about it is a letter saying, hello, your property is about to be repossessed because of lack of payment.
Well, did they both not agree to it?
No.
So the guy just went on and done it.
Yeah.
So on a normal day without COVID, are they not paying their bills?
I don't think so, because this is the same person that went to Nigeria and impregnated somebody else and his family didn't know. So it tells you about their character, doesn't it?
No, that's very wrong. That's very wrong. That's super wrong.
So there's a question here from Banker. Banker is saying, did they have things documented? Because I feel like family and finances don't mix. I feel like, so there was something, I was watching TD Jakes recently and I learned something from him. He said, when people go into business, Jennifer, to answer your question, Anita said they weren't paying bills and there was nothing was documented. It was just based on trust. So there was something I listened to TD Jakes and he said something interesting about when people go into business, at the point where they're going into business, they're friends. Everybody's happy that nobody goes into a business with the enemies. However, it is useful in that happy, jubbly time to discuss what the out clause are going to be.
Very important, very important. I think when it comes to things like this, I think I've gone past the stage where I believe, I've gone past the stage where I believe, oh yeah, we'll do it this way, we'll be fine. No, you need to put something down.
Yeah.
You need to put, maybe if it was my brother or my sister, I might let it sleep.
And lose your house.
See, it's a tricky one. No, in that instance, I wouldn't. No. Let me refuse.
This is Jennifer that used to be that said she was a people pleaser. She was like, if it's my family, I'll let it sleep. Lose my house, no.
No, I think when I said if it was my family, I'll let it sleep. I think I was thinking in a different context in terms of maybe they were asking me for a favor financially, and because you said something about the example TJ, the person
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
I was referring to that.
Yeah.
In terms of the situation on ground, I don't think I would let it sleep. I don't think so.
So what would you do? What would you advise this person? What would you do in this situation? Because they were even hiding all the warning letters that came through. I think that's just vile.
I think I'm just going to take my bag and go to their place. Yeah, let's talk about it. What's happening?
Yeah.
I'm literally going to take my bag and go and knock on their door, and we all have to see them and be like, how did we get here? How did we get to this situation? How are we going to move forward? Because I need to also understand that I need to also approach in a sensible way, because if I approach it in a very angry way, I'm going to lose, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
And I will be the biggest loser.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to them. We need to talk how we got here and how we're going to move forward. I need to know what we're getting done. So I'm not just going to be like, I don't care if they repossess the house. I'm just going to move on my life. No. I need to know how they got to that position, one, and how are we going to resolve it. So we all need to agree on a solution.
So she's saying the conversation happened too late. So that was where my first point came about. Why so much trust? And I'm not saying this because I feel like if it was me, I would trust less. I feel like I'm trusting. I'm ridiculous when it comes to trusting, and I've learned to rein it back in and just give trust in small doses. So this conversation that you're going to have, taking your back to the person's place, isn't it already late? You already have it.
That's the thing, especially when it comes to finances. it's just like young couple trying to get married or anything, and they don't want to talk about who's going to pay what, who's not going to pay what. You need to talk about these things because people don't realize that these things are a huge problem. They cause a lot of problem in the future if you don't discuss about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to, I mean, if I was that person, you should have had this conversation in the beginning of before they even took out the mortgage or anything. But you didn't have that conversation. You're here now. That conversation has to happen. It's happening late, but it still needs to happen.
Yeah. And what do you think that conversation is going to do?
I think it's two things. You've been paying interest, you've not been paying the house properly. So one is how you're going to pay. So what's the situation? Do you have a job? Don't you have a job? What are you doing to get a job? What's the short-term solution? What's the long-term solution? Are we going to put the house on the market?
So this is where, when Anita said earlier on that you get to a point, some situations, you shove your people pleasing and peacemaking to the side. I'm not going to be having these conversations.
Yeah.
I'm going to be kicking you out straight away.
Yeah,
I'm going to be evicting you. Let me just see the flat empty. So that if I'm losing the house, let me lose it empty.
Yeah. So it's better it's better to go through that approach than just be like, I want to choose my peace. Because you haven't exhausted all your options.
Yeah.
So you need to try, have a conversation.
Yes.
See what their solutions are.
Yeah.
See if it's what you agree with. And then plan for the future. So if they're not being serious, they don't want to go ahead and pay. Okay, you need to leave. If I'm going to keep paying it, then let me know I'm paying it, then I'm going to sell it off.
Yes.
Because I can't have you living in the house and I'm trying to sort out your mess.
I agree. And Anissa just said they prefer to move out. Before they move out, I need to scrape every other pennies they have left. Whatever valuables that I can sell to try and redeem whatever is left of the land or the house, I'm selling. Yeah. So they're not just going to pick their bag and be going because they've now been caught out. No. I'm sure the wife must have some gold jewelries that I can sell, even if it's for £40.
They've got TV.
Yes.
I'm sure they've got some valuables.
Yes.
You can help yourself with that because if they're trying to be mean and thinking they're smart.
Smart, yeah.
And you two can play the game as well.
Yeah. You can sell that. Yeah. Sell everything.
And they're trying to pay you back. That's another level. That's crazy.
I would totally sell everything that is sellable under the sun first.
Yeah.
I will hold them hostage in a nice way. I will go through everything they have, home and abroad, that will bring money.
Yeah.
And then tell them goodbye.
Yes, for life. I don't understand how people can be that horrible. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any single sense to me.
It is very strange how people can be very horrible, but I promise you, this is the true life story.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm just really trying to consider the owner's pain. It's bad.
Yeah. So 10 years later, though, like, how are you sleeping and waking up every day, knowing that somebody's property they trusted you with is going down the drain? Like, I don't know. My mind cannot fathom some people's wickedness.
That's why they say sometimes when it comes to, in as much as it's good to help family, but you need to make sure that the risk is worth taking.
I agree. And I think somebody else also said that family and businesses don't mix.
Yeah.
And yes, Banke, it is a true life story. And I know that, but how do you balance it out though? On one hand, family and business don't mix. Yes, I get that bit.
I think when it comes to that, you need to be really careful because, if you have a family member who's starting out a business and you want to help, I think where we tend to go wrong is not making it official, like with contracts through lawyers, so you can hold them legally in case of if anything goes wrong. I think helping them is not the issue. It's how much responsibility we place on them.
That is true.
I think if someone came to you and said they wanted something, I think if you told them that, okay, I'm going to do this thing for you, but I need you to sign this paper.
Yeah.
I need you to do this. I think it will make them a bit more serious if they know that, look, I can sue you for this or I can do this for this.
Yeah.
I think it just makes them more responsible.
I totally agree. And when I look back at TD Jakes' point around when you get into business, people getting happy, but making sure that you've written the outlaws is almost like you are deciding should, in the event of, let me use the Nigerian word that I don't know if it's English, in case of incasenity. In case incasity happens, I'm going to help and contribute, but I'm not giving it to you as a gift, or it's not free.
And sometimes you need to, and sometimes when it comes to, I know when we say when we're doing business with family, we don't want to focus. Sometimes if you're investing such a huge amount in someone's business, you need to see their business portfolio. What's the plan if the business fails? How do you intend to pay me back?
Yeah.
These are the conversations that we need to be having. It's difficult, I know. I mean, I'm on this table as well.
I don't like it.
Just say, I'll do that. But when it comes to my family,
yeah,
it's hard to implement it.
Yes, I totally agree. I mean, with friends and co-workers, I mean, it's easy. Come on, you're not my blood.
Yeah, exactly, easy. But when it comes to family,
when it comes to my blood, I'm like,
you want to start getting, so you want to take me to the lawyer because of how much? Don't talk to me now. I'm asking you to give me some money. You want to see my portfolio, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I like Sugar Boss Lady said, legal work is always important so they can take responsibility. I totally agree that.
That's why sometimes as well, when you're trying to help family,
yeah,
asking you for something, you're trying to be okay. If it's not something you can really risk, maybe you should just give them an amount you're willing to let go.
True.
If you feel like what you're asking for is not something, or you don't trust that person enough, maybe still support them with something that you feel like I'm borrowing you, but getting back to me. But in the back of your head, you're like, plan B, if it doesn't happen, I'm happy to let go of this amount.
Yeah.
That's another way to look at it as well.
That is so true. So what can we say to this person? Okay, make the assumption that the person is.
I'll just be like, count your losses. You have not decided. You put the house on the market, keep paying the mortgage till you try to get sorted. Because if they take the house from you, it's going to go into your record. In the future, it's going to be having to get a house.
Yeah.
The credit rating it's going to go bad, and it takes bad to build.
Yeah.
So if you can financially, I would say keep them out. Yeah. If you can sublet it, if you feel like you can sublet it,
okay,
do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, put it on the market. See what best offer you can get. Put it on the market. In terms of short term, I would say put it on the market. Try to sell it in the next 3 months. If that does not, why you're trying to sell in the next 3 months, you can use it for short stay lets.
Okay.
So try to get some revenue coming in before you sell it while you're waiting for people to actually buy the house. I wouldn't necessarily say wait for the bank to come get it because your credit record
is at stake. Yeah. And you know, when it comes to family, I think in family context, someone has just said people pleasing mindset. Because of that mindset, it's hard to legalize an agreement with family members. And this is just an eye opener because it does not have to happen to me for me to learn. I mean, this story is just getting me thinking, I want to treat going into business with family like I would my neighbor, because that way I'm covering all ends. That's not to say it would happen. And to be fair, if it doesn't happen, it's okay. But in the event of incasity, in the event that this person stays in the house for 10 years, like, how?
I think the person was a big, I mean, I know it's family, but that kind of thing, you should be checking up on them every now and then.
Yeah.
You should have.
Yeah, like that trust is a lot.
You should have.
That trust is a lot.
That's supposed to show the level of trust the person had.
Yeah. That is a lot of trust, because if you think about it, so one way I have started to guard whatever is within my sphere of resources is I look at it as I'm not being a good steward if I just let it go like that.
Yeah.
First, I work hard for it. And then secondly, it's God's gift to you for something. Why would you just throw it away?
Yeah, because you want your peace. And I saw it, if you choose your peace, you're really not going to be happy. You're really not going to have your peace.
No.
Because you're going to lay in bed and you're going to think about it.
Exactly. That was what got me to start to think about this whole people pleasing business. And I'm like, Vivian, forget it. it's uncomfortable for you to deal with the person. However, when you lay in bed, you're thinking about it. So who is suffering?
Exactly. So you're not really choosing your peace.
No.
You're not really choosing your peace.
You are actually not choosing your peace. You are choosing not to face something which you are now suffering from.
Yeah.
Which means you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yes, exactly.
Ha! Wow, that was a talk gist. Thank you very much. Do you have any other gist you want to bring to the table for us to dissect here?
I don't have any other gist, but I'm really enjoying the conversation.
Somebody has said, wait, there's another comment. So he did ask them, they always assured him everything was okay. Therefore, he didn't worry until he got a letter sent to the home address in London.
Those people are wicked. Their own wickedness. It's 1 they are deceitful and wrong.
Oh my goodness. So this person is a classic kind person that wants to help their family. And they've done the right thing by checking in because they live abroad outside of London. And they're saying, no, don't worry, everything is okay.
Because I already trust you anyway. But if you tell me your pain, why would I really want to dig into it? I mean, anybody can literally fall a victim for that.
For that, yeah. So I think, I'm just thinking of something came to my mind, how my dad used to deal with his tenants back in Nigeria. The guy just used to show up unannounced. He would just show up unannounced. Say, I was just passing by. And you know the time that he'll show up? 5 a.m.
Of course, it's passing by at 5 a.m.
He was just passing by just to make sure everything is okay. Because when you show up at 5 a.m., in case there were a heap of letters from yesterday, they'll still be there by the door. And then you spot your name.
And sometimes it's always good, that kind of thing. I think it's also a very good way. You keep people on their toes.
Yes. Yes.
So they behave themselves a bit better.
Because I totally agree that, yes, this person is very kind to a fault, but just checking on them, like just show up unannounced and say, I was just passing and I was just here. And see, if they are uncomfortable, then please spend the weekend with them. And if they have children, it will come out.
The person has limitations as well.
Unless, no, but you can't have a mortgage without, I'm just thinking of the practicalities here. I don't think you can have mortgage without property, without proper documentation. So what limitation can you not travel? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the limitation when you think about your investments? I'm struggling to understand that limitation.
I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, so I would definitely, in this situation, I would like to take a wisdom from here is I'm going to adopt my father's 5 a.m. mafia and just show up unannounced and say, hello, I just said I should greet you. If you're all right, I won't say anything. If you're not okay, I will spend the weekend. And God bless you if you have children. You know, children have a way of saying stuff that parents did not send them to say. And so then I say, uncle, auntie, that's how the letter that came the other day, mommy and daddy were quarreling about it. Oh my God, this is interesting. Banker, what do you think about this table that is being shook? Because me as I'm here right now, I want to see that guy because I want to kill him.
Oh, man. That kind of person will never do good for anybody again.
That's the thing. That's what happens. One person does something really good and then gets this kind of experience and they will never want to do it again, honestly. So I don't want to fall into that trap. So therefore, I'm going to be the mafia that shows up unannounced. If I have a property a family is living in, like I will just have a bag ready. In fact, I'll be talking to you. You don't know I'm outside. I will now just open the door and just say, I was just passing, Joe. That's why I was checking in. So next time.
I wouldn't blame anyone for that.
No, but then again, if you do that, family members might just feel like, oh, why are you stepping in my privacy? There's always that balance.
You need to be sensible when you do that as well. You don't want to do it all the time.
Exactly.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you don't want to invade someone's privacy like that, but you need to be sensible about it still.
Yeah. Interesting. So, what has been, so in terms of people pleasing and peacemaking, before we started talking about this hot topic, you said you're a people pleaser and you got to a point you just said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. What was that about?
I cannot do it again. I cannot do that again. I am not doing it. Because I think for me, it was more of, if I'm not doing that, I'll not still do it. Yeah, good. And I figure that I think this people pleasing thing,
Yeah.
when you start doing it, you get stuck because there's not an expectation of you that people now have this expectation that if I go, she will help me. If I go, she will do it. If I go, and because you now find yourself, and sometimes you also need to listen. You also need to know that sometimes when you start hearing everyone say, I'm going to meet Jennifer, she will help you. You start feeling like, I'm the one that help.
It feeds your ego. Yeah.
I'm reliable. It bites into your ego as well.
Yes.
So when someone comes to you and you don't really want to do it, but because you have that reputation of getting it done for people, you jump into no problem, I'll do it. You get what I'm saying? So I was finding myself in that kind of situation a lot. And to be honest, even that incident that happened, it wasn't even intentional.
Okay.
It wasn't even intentional, but I think the conversation, one thing led to another, and I was like, you know what, what's the worst that can really happen? What's the worst that can really happen? After all, my record shows that I've tried.
Yes.
After all, on a normal day, my record knows that I've tried. Right now, I just can't be bothered anymore.
I agree.
I think the fact with getting married and then having kids and then having my own issues and motherhood and just a lot of things that I feel like I should be doing as well. I can't find me killing myself over your issues all the time.
I agree.
I think my priorities changed. I was just overwhelmed with my own issues.
Which is a good thing because it helps you to face.
I couldn't take on more.
Which is a good thing, I guess, because it helped you face what you were not facing before.
Yeah, and you know when that incident happened, every time I think about it, even up to today, I'm like, thank God for that. I'm like, thank God for that. It feels like a burden has been lifted off my shoulder. I'm like, thank God for that incident. The day it happened, I was furious. I was angry like this, not but looking at it, every time I remember it, I'm like, thank God, because you know what? Expectations, zero right now.
Yeah.
I don't have any expectations. I'm not trying to live up to people's reaction. And I'm going to the stage whereby whether it's positive, whether it's negative, I'm happy with it. Anyone you want to choose.
And I guess it comes from you just knowing that I've done enough. So I'm wearing I'm enough t-shirt, and that's a slogan for another topic. But I think I started getting to a point where I said to myself, when I weigh it by myself, have I tried? I have. Forget it.
I think that's my policy now. So if I feel like I've tried, then I'm not going to, except it's really extreme, I'm not going to go an extra miles to try to please you and displease myself.
True.
So you might tell me you want me to do A, B, C, D, and I'll tell you, okay, I'll look at the situation. Is it important to you? Do I think it's something that is very important? I'll have a way at it. I was like, okay, I can do A.
Okay.
I'm not going to do B, C, D. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I can tell you I can't do any of those right now. Or I can tell you, I can commit to A, B, C in the next 1 to 2 months. Even with work, I do that as well. So I'm trying to manage expectations.
Yeah.
And I'm giving it out like, I can do it, I cannot do it. I can do it now, I cannot do it now, I can do it in the future, I cannot do it in the future, I cannot do it at all. Do you know what I mean? I'm just telling you,
So how do you know how you got into people pleasing or peacemaking habits? What was it for you?
I think it was more of just trying to make everyone happy.
Why?
Because trying to make everyone happy. Why? I'm not sure. I think it also came. Maybe it might just be the fact that I just didn't want to come out as someone who was not being nice, who's not being kind. I wanted to be that person that when you want something, when you need something, you can talk to me. I want to be trustworthy, reliable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And because quite a lot of time you don't also take your problems to because me, the way I deal with my problem is I'm not someone that speak out that often. I try to deal with my problems as they come.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of time, especially when it comes to quite a lot of time, I try to foresee a scenario. I try to foresee a future. I try to plan. I'm a very big planner. I like to plan to make sure that I avoid a lot of things in the future.
Okay.
So that's why I don't like coming to people with my problems, because if I thought I have any problems, I probably have thought about it all round, and I'm still trying to be like, I'm not sure, or I just want another opinion on that issue, on the solutions I have in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not really someone that will come to somebody, being it financially or anything, and just be like, here I am.
Yeah.
I like to deal with things on my own.
Okay.
And I think the fact that I don't normally just, because some people are like, it's once something just hit them, they speak up. That's they just say it. They just need help straight up. They just tell you their problems straight up.
Yeah.
But because I'm someone who don't necessarily see my problems all the time, people think maybe you don't have problems.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm better. I know how to manage my problems. I'm not just someone who comes to people and with my problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I also give people the perception that, okay, I mean, she's okay. She doesn't really have any problems. We can go to her with our problems.
Interesting. Okay. So it started from your perception or how your preservation or how you want to come across, and the fact that you actually try and solve your own problem. You don't just go out to everybody and it just looks like you're a fountain.
But then again, that was me, but I understood that everybody's not the same, so I wanted to be a shoulder to anyone. I wanted to talk or need assistance. I want them to, because not everybody can be in the corner and try to solve their issues.
True.
It's a strength that I have, which I'm grateful for, but not everybody can. So I want to be there for friends or family that don't have that strength.
True.
But when you're not coming to me with every Jack and John, not like that. That's not. It doesn't make sense that way. You know what I mean?
Will it work? It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Like, it's not gonna work. I really am not. I'm not Jesus Christ right now.
And I think because when I didn't have kids, I had more time. I had time. But now, man, by the time the kids wear me out, I mean, the last day I don't have time again. I'm tired.
Okay, so it's good. I think what I'm hearing you say is that life experiences just meant that you've had to look out for yourself, and circumstances have happened that have made you actually just face some things and go, this is not for me. It's not by force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have totally enjoyed getting your part of this gist today. And I feel like we're 2 hours on. It is 10 o'clock on a weekday. So we're going to close this. And you guys know where to catch me on Instagram if you want another juicy topic. And Sugar Boss Lady, thank you so much for bringing this matter. I still feel like I want to address it, but I need a bra off situation. I want to sit on the floor because in my head I'm just like, who is this person? First, let's go and beat the person. When we're beating the person, we'll now come and be reasonable. And I know that I'm saying this, let's go and beat the person. I won't be the first to beat anybody out. Let me not lie. I can be the one to stir up the fight, but I ain't gonna beat nobody. But I feel like that person needs to be taught a lesson. It needs to be brought to the court of family opinion, not public opinion. But that person needs to be told something. Like, yeah, that's what I think. Thank you. We're going to end the live here today because it's gone past 10 o'clock. You guys, thank you all so much for joining today. Despite the internet glitches, we made it happen. We did it again. So thank you so much. Please bring the relevant topics that we need to look at in the future YouTube stream. I'm thinking I might take a break next week because I've done 3 straight back to back and I've enjoyed it, but I need a week to kind of gather topics, get my internet, like this internet to work when we need it to work. And more importantly, I want to be able to get you guys juicy topics that will get us to have a lovely Wednesday evening because I'm totally enjoying this. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that joined. Thank you even when the internet didn't work, you persevered. Thank you for everyone that came from YouTube Live. Thank you for everyone that contributed. I am grateful for your resilience. I'm grateful for your support. And yeah, let's do the VMAT outro. How do we do it? So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, your dog, your grandma, or your enemies. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.